Okay, we are engineering on the cheap. So what do we have here? We have a bracket that broke. It's from a trailer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tack weld. So what we'll do is hold it on, we'll just hold it on a piece of metal like that, clamp it on hard. We'll tack. We might run a bead on there. What else? What we're going to do now? Then once we establish the angle, we're going to cut this nice thick piece of steel. We'll cut it. We'll cut a piece like this, right? We'll fix this piece onto there. We'll drill the holes, but we won't really drill the holes as of, let's say, yet. We will cut another piece to form an angle because we can't bend this stuff. We don't have a brake, so we can't bend this. This is thick stuff. So then we're just gonna weld, and so we'll reinforce this bracket with this plate here, and it'll just be welded. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna match up these holes. So we're gonna recreate these holes. So for that, we'll probably throw it on the milling machine, center it up, drill a hole, and then file them square. And that's what we're gonna do. Oh, originally I was thinking to use the same type of metal here, 1/8 inch thick, but we're gonna jump up to the next size. So 3/16 is right here, I guess. All right, so that's this is the 3/16, and this is about 1/8 of an inch. So I could originally use that, but let's beef it up. Okay, so here's the fitment. We have cleaned it up a little bit. I'm just using this plate to hold it together, some vice grips and a C-clamp. So we're just going to hit it with 6011, tack it in a couple of spots. The idea here is to weld this in a way that I can take this bracket to the site, see that if this orientation is correct, see if it can be bolted together, then later cut the pieces on the thicker metal and reinforce it so that it's never going to break. Okay, so we have it. We're going to grind that up a little bit. Mind you, likely keep it like that because there's nothing on this side of the trailer. Okay, it just bolts on the other side, and this side it's all open. But let's see if we can hit the other side. It might be good enough. Not really sure. Let's see. Okay, we're just gonna hit the back side of it now, right? Again, 6011. We're using 70 amps, 332 rod. So also we got to remember that this bracket is only going to be used as a template, so I'm not worried about the structural integrity of this weld at all. So mind you, it's going to be strong anyways, but okay. I'm just going to hit that with the grinder, smoothing that out because this side has to be completely flat in order to fess up to the trailer. Okay, because I know there's going to be a lot of forces on this bracket just to mount it in place, the trailer has kind of like bent out of shape, so there's going to be extreme forces on this. We'll just kind of put the bolts in kind of loose and then have the bolts just pull the trailer together. So I'm just going to build up on each side here of this weld, so that you know, it's not going to just snap on site. I might use a 6013 for that to build it up. Yeah, maybe we'll do that, 6013. So I built up the area that was broken out a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of a wormhole there, but this is all 6013 stuff. And then I built up on this side so it can take, even though 6013 is not structural, it's gonna hold everything together, right? It's built up a good bit, so that, like I said, we're just gonna use this to see if the angle is correct, and then we'll fortify this bracket. Okay, I know I said what I said, but I once I start welding, I tend to like to run beads and stack beads. So I'm gonna hit it with 70-18, and I'm just gonna beat it all up, and then we'll talk about reinforcing it with the other metal later on. But this 70-18 just stacked up might just be good enough, but it's just having fun. Okay, so there's some of my stacked beads here. I can't really see where the original crack was, so. But anyways, so this should be strong enough to hold it in place to pull that trailer together. Anyways, then we'll put the bracket in the back. There it is. Welding 101. Oh, the other one. Let's take a look and see what we got here on the other one. So there's the other one. The other one, I don't see a crack propagating, so it looks kind of okay. You know what, maybe it was overloaded, I don't know. Fatigue, right? We gotta make it better than it was. All right. Okay, so there's the first bead. Let's see how it looks. We'll scratch that up a bit. So I haven't touched the arc welder in many months, but nothing to brag about. But let's run another bead. Oh, yeah, let's rotate this. We'll run it this way. Yeah, this way. Okay. I might want to zigzag it zigzag it all the way down here and see how that might look. Oh, I put a lot of heat into that metal. Oh, isn't really too good. There's a lot of heat in that area because I'm going back and forth, back and forth. Ooh, this plate is hot. Okay, so I don't know if I cheated, but I started stacking some 60-13 rods, 1/8 on there. So anyways, I'm gonna let this cool. Maybe I'll slap it on the milling machine, try and make a bar out of it or something, a small bar. Okay, this started off on a 1/2 inch thick steel plate. Then we just welded up, stacked some beads, arc welding, with 1/8 inch rods, some 332 rods as well. And it's a 70-18 and 60-13 rods, just kind of a combination of them. Then I turned it on the milling machine, and we're making solid chunk of steel here. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so this is the finished pass on this side. It's 10 thou depth of cut, and 325 is the face of the cut, and the feed is about, I don't know, 3 inches per minute, and it's a 3/8 inch cutter. Should be the final pass right here. So this is your solid steel from weld rods, right? Okay, so that's what we got on that side. We just gonna take it out and maybe do a little bit more on the other side. So there you have it. Looks pretty good. Oh, is that it? No, that's just a chip. Looks like solid steel. Well, maybe we'll put it under the microscope. Let's hit some more this side. Actually, yeah, we'll hit more this side to get it down to right about this weld here. Right, so we'll have to drop down maybe about, looks like about 40 thou. Maybe, yeah, so that's about a millimeter. Maybe more. See here, it's a little bit deep. So we'll see. And again, we're 770 RPMs now, and our feed is about 3.2 inches per minute. And depth of cut's usually, I don't know, 20 thou. I might go a little bit higher, but we'll see. And the width of cut is 300 thou. This project did not start with me making a 1 inch by 2 inch by 5/8 of an inch solid chunk of steel. Oh, I should measure that. 2 inches, it's about there. It started with me fixing a trailer, so then I got welding, and then I started welding more, and 1 by 2 by 5/8. See what we can do. We're getting there. Done. Thanks for watching. Engineering on the cheap.